The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy,
a new world order,
that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. Government at all levels must meet its obligation to provide you with the fullest possible information outside the narrowest limits of national security, and we intend to do it. Confident that with your help, man will be what he was born to be, free and independent.
You take the blue pill. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false news
has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 Nearly all of our media that we watch, read, and listen to is controlled by a few corporations, yet these different corporations have the same script.
Headley. And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
There's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there.
A child's happiness is priceless, especially on a birthday.
A child's happiness is priceless, especially on a birthday.
A child's happiness is priceless, especially on a birthday.
A child's happiness is priceless, especially on a birthday.
Well, a child's happiness is priceless, right? Especially on a birthday.
A child's happiness is priceless, especially on a birthday.
It's Cyber Monday, a day on the retail calendar that can be enjoyed from a desk or the couch.
Enjoyed from a desk or a couch.
Enjoyed from a desk or maybe the couch.
Enjoyed from a desk or the couch.
Enjoyed from a desk or the couch.
Enjoyed from the desk or even the couch.
Enjoyed from a desk or
the couch.
From a desk or couch.
Joy from a desk or a couch.
From a desk
Or the couch.
From a desk or the couch, or wherever you like, as long as you got internet.
Even the seemingly insignificant stories are scripted.
Video news releases, which are prepackaged news stories sent to television stations, fully aware that some or many of these stations will air them without any disclaimer that they are produced by the government. Comptroller General of the United States this week said that raises ethical questions. Does it raise ethical questions about the use of government money to produce stories about the government that wind up being aired with no disclosure that they were produced by the government?
There is a Justice Department opinion that says these pieces are within the law so long as they're based upon facts, not advocacy. And I expect our agencies to adhere to that ruling, to that Justice Department opinion. This has been a long-standing practice of the federal government. I think it'd be helpful if local stations then disclose to their viewers if that's, that this was based upon a factual report and they chose to use it. But evidently in some cases that's not the case. So anyway.
To guarantee that's happening by including that language in the prepackaged report.
Yeah, I don't, look, oh, you mean a disclosure? I'm George W. Bush and I...
Well, some way to make sure it couldn't air without the disclosure that you believe is so vital.
Ken, I mean, there's a procedure that we're going to follow, and the local stations ought to, if there's a deep concern about that, ought to tell their viewers what they're watching.
Nearly all the news is scripted and controlled to the letter through these prepackaged news stories. However, it's not just the news stories that are influenced, but social media, TV shows, and movies. They are all colluding with each other to implement their agendas through what is known as social engineering. Through this progressive conditioning, they are shaping our minds and beliefs. They continually promote and repeat their propaganda for us to accept and side with them.
Third time I've said that. I'll probably say it 3 more times. See, in my line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in, to kind of catapult the propaganda.
Goebbels was a propaganda genius, his work vital to Nazi success.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
This is an introduction to a series that encompassed thousands of hours of research and has been many years in the making. It is going to reveal the mind-blowing true reality of this world and the deception that has been placed upon us. The world is a stage, and prophecy is literally being carried out before our eyes. The world is not just randomly moving in some haphazard and unmethodical direction, but is moving in a path that has been specifically planned. This series is going to uncover
a new world order for the 21st century.
This soon-to-come New World Order is comprised of the United Nations Sustainability Goals, originally named Agenda 21 for the 21st century, but is now named Agenda 2030 as they look to have this accomplished by then. These goals seem to be beneficial, but digging deep under the veneer exposes their sinister intent. This New World Order is one global authority consisting of the world divided into 10 kingdoms, with national sovereignty being a thing of the past and the rise of one global structure. This has already been implemented in Europe with the European Union and is soon to take place with the North American Union and then eventually with the rest of the world. This is all going to take place in the name of peace and security.
To pursue a future of peace and security for the world, for the whole world.
Creation of this New World Order is taking place behind the scenes by secret societies. Secret and elitist societies are the ones truly running and pulling the strings of this world.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go wild.
I'm sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322.
Deep research into the philosophers and the ideals of these societies exposes their true occultic intent. This is subjected to us as a society through music and film. Unveiled will be the many musicians and actors that love these satanic philosophers and their principles. It's all hidden in plain sight.
I've been an admirer of Aleister Crowley. I think that I'm carrying on much of the work that he started over 100 years ago, and I think the 60s themselves. You know, Crowley said, "Do what thou wilt, shall be the whole of the law."
Even MTV studios are operated out of a Masonic temple.
I made a bargain with it, you know, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in a world we can't see.
I gotta sell my soul, 'cause I can't say no, I can't say no.
Uncovered will be the hidden in plain sight occultic symbolism continuously flaunted by Satanists as well as musicians, actors, actresses, and what it all means. Disclosed will be how the world is normalizing the occult at every angle. Uncovered will be how even Disney is part of a secret society and how their movies are progressively becoming darker and darker. This world is becoming engulfed in Satanism. Unveiled will be the true hearts of these occultic writers that so many prominent people in our society and those high-ranking in secret societies and Satanists follow.
And I turned in time to see what looked like a skyscraper implosion. It looked like it had been done by demolition.
Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it.
Divulged will be the lengths of deception the true world leaders will go to deceive us.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
Uncovered will be how the monetary system is being set up for a world currency where everyone will be eventually chipped.
Weird, yeah, it's like a grain of rice.
Yeah, a grain of rice.
Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet.
You will discover how actions being made within this world are moving in the direction for the construction of the long-awaited third temple and what that will mean for you. This new world order that's coming is comprised of only one religion, and how maneuvers towards that path are happening already. Revealed will be how all this is for the rise of one supreme leader who is going to be loved, adored, and praised, and society will be socially engineered to demand he is in the position he is in. Skeptical think this is all nonsense or conspiracy? This is not conspiracy theory, but conspiracy fact. These things are happening and are in the progress of happening. Even the recent pandemic is all part of the plan.
What's the best way to convince a parent to get a vaccine is just to have an outbreak. Fear sells. Sadly, people are compelled much more by fear than reason.
This is all fulfilling prophecy to the letter, specifically biblical prophecy. As someone who was completely anti anything to do with God or the Bible, I couldn't ignore how all these people that are completely anti-God are fulfilling prophecy to the T. Displayed will be this world that is hidden from you and how this is following biblical prophecy. Ignoring this, and you are making a huge mistake. The signs of the times are all around us. In the last days, they will be lovers of their own selves, boasters and proud.
And I told you about my arrogance and cockiness already. Now, the greatest artist that God has ever created is now working for him.
Blasphemers, disobedient to parents.
Will you shut up? I'm not going to shut up. You shut up. Don't even flip me off. Put that finger back where it belongs.
Unthankful, unholy, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Times where evil is now considered good. Our world is an illusion, all orchestrated by Satan. It's undisputable the direction the world is heading in, the times that we're living in, and how this is all relating to specific biblical prophecy. This is an introduction to a series that is going to reveal all of this. Welcome to The Strong Delusion, the occult and biblical prophecy. There is an answer to what is happening in this world. After years of deeply studying all this, I got down on my knees one night and I cried out to God, begging him to show me that he was real. Don't make it abstract, make it concrete, that I know that you are real. Please, I am begging you. And he did, in a very real and tangible way that changed my life, through Jesus Christ. Truly seek him. Mere intellectual belief doesn't save, but a life surrendered to him in faith and repentance. Seek the one who paid it all for you. There is true hope, peace, and purpose in him. Ephesians 5:11 proclaims for us to expose evil. 2 Corinthians 2:11 declares for us not to be ignorant of the enemy's devices. So please share this video, the videos to come, and subscribe. Part of the reason this series was created was just telling people all this and the great change that's coming in our world. It is not enough. They need to see it. Let's work together to overcome. Thank you for watching, and God bless you and your family.